Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 15. And last week we talked about action. That's to achieve something you want, you need to take an action to, get where you're going. So, what happens when we have the desire to take action, but it doesn't seem to be enough? We aren't really doing what we think we need to do, we want to do, but it's not happening. So, this week is actually about willpower and how we can use different systems to trump willpower and get what we want done at the end of the week. So I encourage you to read Kelly McGonagall's, it's spelled McGonigals book, The Willpower Instinct. She's a professor who teaches the science of willpower at Stanford. It's a very interesting book, but my 2-second takeaway from it is that the bad news is that willpower has to do a lot with biology and brain and chemical sciences. And that takes a big part of your ability to say no and how you motivate yourself to do something. That it's like a muscle that we use or don't use, and how well we exercise it, and when we try to exercise it, as to whether it works or not. So if you remember that willpower is not necessarily you just telling yourself to do something and you're going to do it, but there's a lot of other factors at play here. It might help, but let's look at the other factors that are going to determine whether you actually do what you want to do. So Kelly talks a lot about, training your willpower, that it's harder when you get tired, when you have a lot of carbohydrates, that you can even give yourself permission to cheat. Now, I'm going to use the 60-day success program as an example for you. So you know that you should do your plan every day, right? Throughout the week, that you want to work on your business, that you want to succeed. And maybe you've done a few things, but not a lot. And you know you should do it daily. But why is it failing? Are you too tired? Are you trying to do it at the end of a very busy day when you've already made a ton of decisions? Have you had a lot of carbohydrates? Have you been exercising? Maybe you think, well, yesterday I worked on it for an hour, so that gives me permission to not do it today, so I can skip. Think about that diet that every once in a while people try to go on those diets, and you think, okay, well, yesterday I ate carrots, so today it's okay if I have that donut. What I want you to think about a little bit more is how you need to do um, a part every day. So, for example, we'll go back to that diet scenario. Let's just suppose for 3 days you cut your calories and you did your exercise and maybe even got up to 5 days with it. But by the next week, you just didn't have the willpower and you decided not to. And, let's face it, 3 to 5 days, you might drop a pound or two. But if you go back to your old habits, the weight will come back on. You didn't change anything. Whereas if you did that every day for a year, you would have significant change in your life. And this 60-day program, the habits that you can get into are so important. And that's what we're going to talk about this week. So I'm just going to give you one small daily step today. And here it is. It's not going to be too hard on your willpower, but every day this week, I need you to turn on and play that video I send at 8 a.m. Because each day this week, there's going to be something in there that can help you. And it's a small step, and it only takes a very little willpower. You can do it while you're getting dressed, while you're driving the kids to school, or going to a meeting. But if you make this one 5-minute video your daily routine for right now, it's a step. And it's not going to take a lot of willpower. And we'll talk about other ways that you can get over, crashing through the willpower problem. So thank you and have a wonderful day.